Hey guys, themtgnoob here, jumping into another standard two-man. This hand is a little bit sketchy, but since I have a lot of X spells and high-end stuff, I'm gonna keep it on the play. On the draw, it's pretty terrible, but on the play, it's not the worst actually. So we'll keep it. Our opponent also keeps. I also like being on the play with all these shock lands, so I can minimize the damage. Ooh. Watery Grave. This is going to be a tough matchup now. Drawing a Victim of the Night is probably the worst top deck. I think we're getting our control matchup, and we decided to pick a bad time to keep a random hand. Come on, spell. Alright, Mortars is a thing. We're just playing land go. I think the way we have our deck built, main board we're a dog, but outside of the main board we're a little bit okay. Okay, just land go. Yep. Draw some cards. Draw those cards. Draw them. Ooh, Forbidden Alchemy. Maybe we're playing against control, but maybe it's not Drown Yard. Maybe he's just trying this out. Okay, so he chucks 3 lands. That means his grip is very icy and delicious. I really don't want to get this Thragtusk countered, but I think one of the things that I've been doing is getting too complacent against control and just trying to play around things. And sometimes you just got to smash things into them. So let's get this counterspelled. I mean, it's not amazing, but the longer we let the game go, the worse off we're going to be. So I'm almost certain he's got to dissipate here. Okay, which is accurate. He did dissipate that. But we keep drawing lands and some, removal, which we knew was going to be not great in the control matchups. Maybe this is a Jace. Jace Factor Fission here is not great for us since he's still going to get to draw cards. We will be dread boring it. We'll give him the alchemy and let him ditch the lands. That was actually not terrible. I mean, maybe we'll get lucky and hit a Huntmaster here and be able to do 2 things with our mana. Okay, another Blood Crypt. And we'll kill us some Jace. Kill you, Jace. Jace, suck it. Okay, so he's got another alchemy. But we're not under any pressure yet, so we're just waiting it out. We're playing the draw go, the draw go. Okay, now we're somewhat in trouble because that's a clock on us. It's a very slow, grindy clock, but it's a clock. Okay, so we've more or less, at this point, we're going to be flooding, and it's really unfortunate because his Drown Yard is going to start hitting gas. I still think he alchemies here. If he just starts Drown Yarding, I find that a little bit odd. Maybe he's got something good in hand. And he hit 2 good ones. And Nighthawk's not great in the control matchup, but this is one of our outs against him. Hitting a Garruk is really good. We have a lot of time before things get hasty and not great for us. See what this is. What is this madness? Uh-oh. Whoa. Liliana is a thing. We're gonna ditch, I mean, I guess this is better than this. We'll ditch the Mortars. Okay, he ditches a land. We know he has an alchemy in hand. Gonna draw him some gas. Okay, I'm gonna continue to play my lands out. This might be really, really difficult to get around. Okay, so he plays a land. We're gonna be losing a Victim of Night here. We almost have to top deck something relevant over the course of the next turn, like a bonfire or something of that nature, or Rakdos Return, and fight through a counterspell. We'll see if this sticks. If this doesn't stick, it's probably a nice thought for us to just concede. This sticks, which means he's got like probably a tribute or something like that. Maybe I should have held the land there instead of playing it out so I don't lose this victim of night. But this is just going to be like sack a dude, etc. So we're trying to keep Liliana. Yeah, I mean, I find it almost impossible for us to win this right now. He's not putting any pressure on us, but drown yarding us is difficult to deal with, and Liliana is very hard for us to deal with, because if we play any creature that's not a Huntmaster or Thragtusk, we more or less are in a little bit of trouble. Abrupt Decay was a good draw for us. We were going to actually draw an Overgrown Tomb and a Nighthawk, so maybe we get lucky and get Abrupt Decay here, but he's got double Drown Yard, and it's only a matter of time, I'd say, at this point. And the fact that he chucked this means that he's probably got something. Okay, Huntmaster plays around things, but I don't know if it's good enough in the spot that we're in. He also may have kept counter. I'm pretty sure he kept Forbidden Alchemy, but it looks like he ditched two. So this may, yeah. You know what? I think I'm gonna hang in there a little bit more. I mean, we are gonna get drown yarded for days, and he does have card draw, but he's got no cards in hand, so he's more or less gonna play things out. And we're not dead yet. He might sack a Lily here, but I doubt it, because we still have a lot of permanents. So we could come back from 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 lands. So I think he puts this up to 7. Probably plays the card in hand. Maybe he likes the card in hand, so he leaves it at 6, which almost tells me he's got a counter spell. I'm gonna Farseek because it's gonna, keep my permanent count up, and it's going to allow me to have more permanents in play for a large Rakdos return or a large Bonfire of the Dam. But we're hemorrhaging cards here, like infinitely hemorrhaging cards. We lose another Rakdos return, which would have been really good, but I'm pretty sure he's got either Snapcaster or another counterspell in hand. So we lost our second Garruk, believe it or not, and 2 more lands. Okay. So I kind of hope we hit an Abrupt Decay and then take out that Liliana, but then we have to draw like really kind of lucky. He might have just another Liliana here. So, I mean, I find it hard for him to really screw me over here. It's probably going to be a 5-5 split. We don't need to keep the green sources for the Garruks, because both of our Garruks are in the yard. We have 1 Abrupt Decay in the yard. Alright, so black are in. Choose a pile to sacrifice. Okay, so we keep this pile with 1 green source. I like the way he split those up. I think that was well played by him. Okay, come on, top deck. Alright, I still think we're dead, but a boy can dream, right? We'll see if he had the counter spell here. Okay, he actually doesn't have the counter spell, which maybe he's just got a sacrifice effect. Okay, so we're left with a little wolf that could. Oh, baby wolf, go baby wolf. Hey, he's not a teen wolf. Okay, we're getting drown yarded out. I actually don't mind him seeing my whole list, which sounds strange because when we come in, we're gonna just really be bringing it. I have not seen a Sphinx's return, Sphinx's revelation from him. I always get those two confused. Okay. Yeah, take some damage. Take that damage. Take it. We're dead. We're dead. I'm just gonna be in F6 mode. I thought I'd play it out. I think I called it pretty early on when he stuck that Liliana with double drown yard. It was almost all over. But I don't know if I should bring in the slaughter games. Slaughter games against him may or may not be relevant, since I haven't seen any Sphinx's Revelations, and Slaughter games does nothing against Drown Yards. Okay, so Liliana Sackadude is a thing here. There's almost no way we get out of this. He's got both of our Rect. He has not hit any of our bonfires, so we'll probably miracle one of them soon. Alright, I've had enough. Oh, yuck. Alright, so he's pretty much Esperwalkers, which may or may not have Sphinx's Revelations. It looks like he has no creatures. So, against him, these things are all very strong. And some of these things are rather weak. So, the Victim of Nights have to go. The Mizium Mortars have to go. The Slips have to go. I would almost consider cutting the bonfires as well. I don't know if I want Slaughter games. Slaughter games naming something like Liliana the Veil or Jace may be worth it. But I did not see any Sphinx's Revelation, so he might just be on like a very old Esper brew. I don't think Olivia's are great against him, but we gotta damage him somehow. And unfortunately, with him having Liliana in the mix, playing one creature just is not good enough. We're going to try to kill Lilianas with Abrupt Decays, Dreadbores, and probably one of these X spells. So I think I'm actually going to cut these versus cutting the bonfires. At least these are leave back some dudes or make extra dudes. Witchbane Orbs are going to be really big in this matchup, and I'm going to hope to draw a ton of cards off of this and eventually return him to death. I feel like I might want to bring these in, but I don't really know what I'm trying to get with the Slaughter games. So I'm going to keep them in the board. Straight Esperwalkers, I don't know if we have a good matchup against. I can probably say not so much. This hand is a little bit sketchy here because we have no turn 2 land that comes into play tapped, but he's a much slower deck, and if we can stick this, we're going to be really looking pretty good. So I'd love to Farseek here and quite possibly play around a counter spell. Okay, we don't get anything there. So unfortunately we're a turn behind, which really makes us play into his counter spells, which I don't like doing, ever, if I could avoid it. Okay, but if we would have hit there, we would have had a Witchbane Orb, which is auto win against him almost, unless he has an answer. So we'll Farseek here, and we have all the red we need. I'll take a Blood Crypt. And we'll play a Crag untapped. I used to have Duresses against them. I think Duress is very good in this matchup. If he has a Liliana here, that's fine. I'm gonna discard this, slam Witchbane Orb. Okay, he can't dissipate me here, but he can negate me. I think I'm gonna try to land this Garruk here. If he has negate, I'd actually rather have Garruk negated than Witchbane Orb. Okay, so Garruk sticks. This is one of the cards Control does have problems dealing with. So this might be Tribute, but probably... Okay, that's fine. That does keep Garruk from gaining a lot of card advantage from him. But now he's got to deal with a live Garruk. And since the last time I played against Esper, what I learned was not to try to draw cards with this. Okay. Sorin A. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so wow. Alright, that's something we have to deal with. So I think we're going to stick the Huntmaster here now and try to play. I'd like to get this online, but he's going to be making lifelinking dudes. So I think I'm going to play around the Garruk here, or around the Sorin. Now, if he sweeps my board, that's going to be problematic, and just upticks the Sorin. So we'll see what happens. I mean, if he doesn't wipe board here, which I think he might, and play a dude, this Sorin's actually going to beat the crap out of this, and that's pretty bad. I think he's going to swing in here, gain a life, sweep, play a dude, snap block. You could gain your life. Okay, so he's going to sweep, make a dude. Yep. God, I didn't know how good this was against us. Alright, come on, top deck. Stomping Grounds is not the top deck of choice. Alright, I think this turn, put a beast into play. 2, 3. Play a Stomping Grounds. Play a Witchbane Orb. Okay. Oh, destroy all those curses. All the curses are destroyed. All of the curses. Man, Sorin, hey? Sorin, eh, Governor? So our line is hopefully he does not much here. Okay, so him tapping out is pretty good unless he's sweeping again. We'll see. We'll see. We shall see. I can't let this get too high. Okay, that's unfortunate, because this and this are pretty good. But, okay, 2, 4. Okay. Oh, Liliana. Alright, now I'm going to have my choice of Planeswalkers to kill. So I think, unfortunately, I'm going to have to kill Sorin, or fortunately, I should say. Actually, let's see if there's a way to do this. I think I'm going to draw 3 here. I could make a lot of worms, but I think drawing 3 is relevant. You're terrible. You're not great. Let's see how we can do this. Could do multiple things here. Okay, I definitely want to kill Sorin. So I think we leave Liliana at 4. Okay. Okay, so if X is 3, we're going to put Sorin down. We'll say okay to this. Hopefully he doesn't have Tragic Slip here. That's going to be quite the blowout if he has Tragic Slip. But I don't think he keeps that in against us, honestly. No. Yes. Okay. Okay, so we'll attack Sorin. And we have to save Slime for his Drown Yard. That's almost a lock. Okay. Ooh, Ghost Daddy. Wow. That's interesting. Too bad we're never going to be able to play around that. That's a card that is problematic for us. See if he removes it. Really? Interesting. Woodland Cemetery. Okay, this may seem wrong, but I think I'm going to do this because it's most likely dead next turn anyway. We can keep him off of lands. Playing a beast, swinging at Lily. Lots of action here. Let's swing at Liliana. Put her to 2. I think he's in desperation mode. Put this here. We'll draw a card. Play this. Play a tusk. Say okay. And I think now that we have this online, I think we just draw 5 here. Which is fine, because we drew into another Garrick. Okay, the card draw this game has been pretty ridiculous. I think if he tries to bash with this, we just kill it. We also have drawn into another Garrick. Okay, we'll see what this is. Jace is fine. Okay, I think we give him the barter. Okay, he might take the negate here, which is fine, because this can't be countered anyway. So he takes island negate. Okay, I don't think he exiles this time around. Oh, he does. Interesting. Interesting. Well, we know he has a negate. So I think we get Baby Garukan first, since he's less powerful. This will also possibly make him tap out. Okay, so he negates that, and now we can kill Jace and Liliana. And I mean, we are wasting a lot of time here to do all these things, but we do have superior board advantage at this point. Like, superior. Outside of him playing Planner Cleansing, which maybe I should keep him off of white this turn. I don't think we lose to Drown Yard. Planner Cleansing really bones us, though. Maybe he's trying to draw into Planner Cleansing. You know what? I actually think I'm going to keep him off a white source here. Okay, and we'll pass. And if he wants to swing him with Ghost Dead, that's fine. His will block. I think at this point he probably doesn't swing in. He might actually start leaving him in play. Okay, we draw another Tusk. Okay, he keeps bouncing him. Just fine. Okay, Wolf runs a good draw there. I don't think I'm going to Wolf run here. Okay, we'll put him at 14. See if this Garrick does anything. He might counter this, which is fine. Okay, he wants to draw a card. And he just scoops. Alright, so that wasn't the greatest of games for him. I think we have to put in some Victim of Nights for Obsidat now, because Obsidat's a real thing. I almost want to go up 4 slaughter games against him. But this is crazy talk. Like, how do we win if we're taking out all these dudes is my question. Like, we prevent him from beating us, but do we actually win? I don't think so. I mean, we are on the draw, so this is a turn slower. So with no real creatures, it becomes harder for us to deal with. So I don't think we go the slaughter games route, but I think it's pretty hard for us to beat all of those planeswalkers with all of his sweeping. This is a time. This is the time where I wish I had Hellkite in the board still, so I could fly over and just kill him. So maybe that's a reconsideration after this. I mean, I can go slaughter games, like 2 slaughter games over these 2 Nighthawks. I think 2 victims is probably right. If we draw them both, that's problematic. Maybe 1. I mean, we always have an answer then. I think I'm okay with this. I think drawing the 2 slaughter games is probably better than just playing Nighthawks. It's just he's on the draw, so he's on the play, so it's a little bit harder to get off against him, so to speak. But we have 3 Abrupt Decays for Liliana's. But Sorin is a big game against us. Jace is somewhat of a big game. I almost want 3 of these. I don't know why. I can't see us taking anything else out, though. I can't lose any of these things. Maybe I play 1 less Huntmaster. Huntmaster's not amazing against him, but it's still good. And all these 5s. Maybe I play 61 cards. Alright, I'll go 2 slaughter games over Nighthawks and Olivia's. I think that's fine. Ugh. This hand is getting mulled. Like, big time. It's good if we rip a... If this was a green source, I would definitely gamble this. Yes. What is this? Every time we play against control, we get our ass kicked because we have to mull beyond Oblivion. We're down a bunch, but at least we have 2 lands and an Underworld Connections, and now we have a red source, so I can't really complain. That's a pretty good mull to 5. We have a guaranteed counter against him. The only thing is, if he sticks Liliana on 3, we're pretty screwed. Come on, Farseek. Do it. Oh, now we're less screwed. I'd rather disguise this. The key is, what am I going to discard if he goes Liliana here? And I think we have to discard the slaughter games. Okay, the fact that he does nothing there is awesome. I think I'm willing to get this negated to keep away from Garrick getting negated. See if that sticks. If that sticks, that's big game. Come on, Azorius Charm. Okay, so he has the negate there. Okay, I'm loving having this, though. No Jace here, no Jace. Okay, Sorin, that's fine. He's left with the 1/1 token. I think I'm okay with that plan. Okay, so we will Dreadbore Sorin. Goodbye, Sorin. We barely knew you. And we will Farseek for a black and red source. And we're at 2 cards versus his token and 5 cards. So we're technically at 3 cards on our turn. Okay. Not gonna miracle here. What do we fear the most? What's the best walker against us? They're all really good against us. We have no real way to deal with Obsidat, though, currently. I'm going to go for this. Alright. Oh, he does have Sphinx's Revelation. Shit. Okay, this is going to be pretty bad. He's got one more Sorin, double Liliana, consuming aberration. Shit. Okay, and Tamio. Wow. I think I definitely chose wrong there. I thought maybe he was playing to like an Obsidat hand. He'll probably draw a card here. Yeah, that was definitely a punt, I would say. Slaughter Gamesing for the wrong thing. Maybe Slaughter Games just isn't good against control for the simple fact that they have too many targets. Okay, him not attacking there is unnecessary, I would say. We'll get this dissipated. I think the Garruk is more relevant. Yep. You got it. So we'll say, okay, it's an isolated chapel. Tax us for 1. I don't know why I didn't do that last time. I think Garruk does more this turn than a Witchbane Orb. I don't really want to fight here. Let's put a wolf into play and pass. I think he might Sphinx up a bunch of cards here, which is fine. I think Slaughter Gamesing for the wrong card there was terrible. We also noted that he didn't have any planner cleansings, believe it or not. He's going to attack Garruk here, which is fine. I'm just going to keep making Death Touch Wolves then. Alright, I think we go for this here. We're kind of in a bind. We're kind of stuck in between a rock and a hard place and can't really get out of it without a little bit of a luck here. I think he just Sphinxes and then cherry picks the cards that he wants. Maybe he drew Dissipate there, which is fine. So he Sphinxed for 3 and then loses 3. So he basically nothing happened to his hand. More or less, we just hit out 3 cards that are pretty much useless at this point. We know he still has a Barter in Blood, essentially. It's the one card we know still that's in his hand. Consuming Aberration, that's crazy. The fact that he doesn't need a negate is interesting as well. And he chucked the Barter. So that means he's probably got a good amount of counter spells. I'm okay just riding this Garruk out. This is probably some sort of Planeswalker, maybe a Tamio. Tamio can be problematic here. Ooh, Merciless. Ooh, okay. Did not note that. That's fine. You want to race? I'm going to block. We're not doing much in hand. I think he's almost got a negate in hand. But I can't give him the turn, so if he has the negate here, he's got the negate here. If he doesn't, that's awesome. I think he's got it, though. So I could have waited a turn and hopefully drawn something better. But now we're just playing off the top, and his top is slightly better than mine. Especially now that he just top-decked the Drownyard. Son of a bitch. That's going to cost me. Alright, so 2 pretty steep misplays there. I put him on the negate and I did nothing about it, and that was pretty stupid of me. I'm going to hold these cards in hand. I'm hoping to more or less not get Drownyard out of the game. So I have 3 more outs to the Drownyard. Hopefully he doesn't bin any of them here. If we lose this game, it was more because I played poorly than him really... I don't want to discredit what he's saying, that what he's doing. That's not what I'm trying to say. I just did not play that turn well at all. And it's disappointing here. Come on, don't hit my stuff. Merciless eviction. That's interesting. That's, I guess, better than... Is that better than planar cleansing? Okay, so he hit a Farseek and double lands. So I'm okay with that, but he's building his hand up, and there's nothing I could really do about that. Okay, Rakdos, return you for infinite. Probably getting dissipated, but if not, you lose your whole hand, and that's fine. Gave him that opening. Disappointed in myself. Definitely gave him this opening. Stupid noob. Oh, wow. Really good. Really good. Our two major misplays this match were Slaughter Gamesing for, I guess, the wrong card. And then, yeah, we'll cast this. And then allowing him to dissipate my, or negate my Witchbane Orb. I should have just waited and waited and waited. I don't think there would have been an opening. He also showed us Dissipate. I think I had to try to jam it there, but I did more or less, you know, pay for it at that point. Okay, he gets a Blood Crypt, a Huntmaster, and a Rakdos return. Okay, Liliana does nothing. I have to assume at this point he has an out. He doesn't have a counterspell. But I think it's almost prudent to keep this from killing us. So I'm actually going to chuck this and play around his counterspell. That also may be incorrect. Okay, we'll see if this sticks. Come on, Thraggy. Get in there. And I think we'll use this now. Since that's decent. Okay, he might have Tribute here. Okay, he Drown Yards us and hits our second Witchbane Orb. We still have two Resto Angels, jeez. We still have two live Acidic Slimes. But that only plays around one Drown Yard. Okay, so he Supreme Verdicts, and I'm assuming he's going to pass. Maybe he has another answer for this. God, I'm terrible at Magic. Come on, top deck. Oh, that's sweet. That is sweet. Let's do this first. Come on, top deck. Come on, no counter one time. Okay, now just don't draw another one. The noob is back in this game, I believe. Yeah, you got a Slaughter Games and 2 lands, which we don't care about. It would be justice if he just had another Drown Yard. I actually wouldn't feel bad about that. Tameo, keep my guy tapped, that's fine. Come on, top deck. Oh, so he's gonna kill this? Fair enough. Okay, it's Tension Sphere. God, that was a good top deck from him. Alright, we have... I'm gonna say we have 2 more Bonfires. 2 more Rakdos returns. Farseek is a thing. It's not a very good thing, and does open up the window for him. In our deck, we have 1 more Rakdos return, 1 more Abrupt Decay, a Thragtusk, a Slime, not Abrupt Decay, Bonfire, and he did not mill our Kessig Wolf Run. So we're looking to be in grave danger. Get it? You get the grave reference because he's milling our grave out. Come on, something good to eat. Acidic slime numero dos. This isn't even relevant right now, but I think we have to play it. Maybe we wait. Sure, we'll pick off a grave. We really need to rip like a Keswick Wolf run here or something interesting. He might just sweep here and we're just... Oh, really? Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Yuck, foo. I gotta practice more against these Esper decks. Gotta practice more against these Esper decks. Okay, so he's gonna tap down my land. And just pass and we brick. So I mean, we're not dead yet, but if he gets like a counter spell, then he just gets to get it back. Hopefully he top decks nothing. Okay, so he has an emblem there, which means he either has another Tameo or a counter spell. And we're pretty much going to be locked out of this game if it's a counter spell. Maybe it's a draw spell. He just draws a bunch of cards. Okay, so he plays that untapped, which means maybe he's got like a giant X spell. We'll see if this is the icing on the cake here. Because if this sticks, we're just more or less dead. If he's got Dissipate, he's got it. This looks like a giant Sphinx's Revelation, which almost ensures that he's going to be gaining enough life and most likely finding a Drown Yard. Okay, so now we gotta hope that he mills himself out, which is not gonna happen. Okay, he's got us locked at this point. There's very few things that we can have here that does anything. Alright, 29-29 Aberration. Seems good. Okay. So he's trying to mill us some. And he's got another one, which is fine. Okay, so he's got like an infinite tribute to Hungerlock here. But hopefully we top deck our one victim of night. Pithing Needle, where did that come in? What are you naming? What are you naming? What are you naming? Yeah, we didn't get our victim of night. Alright, well, we've got one turn. So let's make it count. Yu-Gi-Oh! Huntmaster just tributes us out. He's got it. Good game, opponent. Let the door open for a little bit, and he got there. So, congrats to him. He played it very well. Did not really feel like getting killed by a giant aberration. I think that was pretty awesome. And, you know, I gotta get more practice in against these control decks, because they're here to stay and they're pretty good. But thanks for watching. Please check out themtgnoob.com.